There's this one crucial question that every single entrepreneur has to answer. It doesn't matter if you're just starting out or if you're running a massive empire. It's all about the hidden dangers that can sink your business, what we call the leaks and the cracks.
So let's just start with this number, $509 million. Just look at that for a second. So what is this? A company's valuation? Maybe a huge funding round? Annual revenue?
Well, the truth is, it's actually something way more painful. Think of it as learning tuition. It's the staggering price tag, the cost of lessons learned the hard way by one of the world's most successful entrepreneurs, all because of some foundational mistakes.
So how does something like that even happen? Well, to get it, you've got to understand that every single business, including yours, is in one of two states. You're either dealing with leaks or you're about to face a massive crack.
Okay, so let's break this down. What's the difference? A leak, right? That's just a manageable annoyance. Think sloppy financial tracking, maybe you're not following up with customers consistently. It's annoying, for sure, but you can patch it up pretty quick and it's not going to break the bank. But here's the kicker. If you ignore that leak, that's when it turns into a crack. And a crack, that's a catastrophic failure. We're talking something that's exponentially more expensive to fix, and yeah, it can literally lead to you losing control of your entire empire.
This quote, wow, it just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? The pressure is always on. It's never a question of if your business has problems, but what kind of problems are you dealing with right now? Are they those small, fixable leaks? Or are they turning into foundation-shattering cracks?
All right, let's make this real. Let's look at what actually happens when leaks get ignored. We're going to take a tour of what I call the Tuition Hall of Fame. And trust me, the price of admission here is insanely high.
So you look at this list and it's staggering. But the craziest part? Every single one of these massive, empire-threatening problems started as a tiny, ignored leak. Oprah's nearly $500 million lesson? It came from a simple leak in not quite getting the cable programming strategy. Pinky Cole? For a time, she lost her $100 million empire. Why? A leak in financial controls while she was growing like crazy. Fawn Weaver, a billion-dollar brand, faced a huge loan default, all from leaks in operations and financial oversight. And it's not just the billionaires. Lovia Jaya-Jones falling $500,000 short on a quarterly goal. That came from a leak in team alignment. See? These aren't just cautionary tales. They are hard data points showing you the real painful cost of ignoring the small stuff.
Okay, so it's really easy to look at these huge names and think, wow, that's crazy, but that could never happen to me, right? But that's exactly why we need to pivot. Let's shift the focus away from them and put it squarely on you. It's time for a little reality check on your own business foundation.
And this is the secret sauce. This is the mindset shift that changes everything. The most successful entrepreneurs, they aren't successful because they avoid problems. No way. They're successful because they are absolutely obsessed with hunting down and fixing those small leaks before they ever get a chance to become catastrophic cracks. It's all about proactive maintenance, not just running around putting out fires.
All right, so let's do a quick check-in. A little foundation reality check right now. I want you to be really honest with yourself on these 5 areas. First, systems and processes. Is everything you do documented or is it all just living inside your head? Second, data and analytics. Are your decisions backed by real numbers or are you just kind of guessing? Third, team and resources. Do you have the right people in the right seats? For real. Fourth, customer experience. Is your service delivery consistent and amazing every time, or is it a bit hit or miss? And finally, the big one, the one that's changing everything, AI readiness. Are you actually prepared for the tech that is reshaping every single industry as we speak? Come on, be honest. Where are your leaks?
Okay, so once you've spotted your leaks, and we all have them, the next question is pretty obvious. Now what? What do you do about them? This is where we stop diagnosing the problem and start building a truly unbreakable foundation.
And listen, the goal here isn't just about plugging a few holes to stop the bleeding. It's way more strategic than that. By fixing these foundational issues now, you're actually turning that potential learning tuition, all that money you would have lost, into a killer competitive advantage. It's what lets you scale faster, stronger, and smarter than everybody else. So, where do you even begin? Well, the source material we're looking at lays out a few really practical tools. You can start simple.
with something like an AI readiness checklist, just to get a handle on that one critical area. If you want a bigger picture, a full growth strategy report can give you a complete roadmap for all your foundational systems. And for those who want to go really deep, a direct foundation assessment call can help you find leaks you probably don't even know exist. The point is, there are clear, actionable ways to start patching those leaks, like today.
And I really want to hammer this final point home, because it's incredibly urgent. Of all the leaks we talked about, this is the one with the ticking clock. Your readiness for AI, this isn't some nice-to-have for the future. The source makes it crystal clear. It's the defining factor that will determine whether your business thrives or gets completely left behind in the next 5 years. No joke.
So, that brings us right back to you. We've established that every single business is leaking somewhere. That's a given. The only question that really matters now is this: what are you going to fix first?